Hi Gemini, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your 21 card Gypsy Tarot love spread. As I said the last month, September, I decided that I would be uploading, or trying to upload for the next 3 months, a couple of readings per, so back-to-back readings for each of the signs. So you'll get your general reading as well as your love reading. So this is your love reading for the month of October. As you know how it works by now, we look at the mental state, how you're feeling, what you're thinking in terms of your love life. Perhaps for some of you guys, what's going on in your personal life pertaining to your love life. Your desires and hopes pertaining to love, what you're hoping for in the month of October for love. What you're expecting in the month of October for love potentially. The hidden factors, so things that you're not seeing coming in for you potentially for the month of October. Your immediate future. So these are things that would more than likely show up for some of you guys. And I have put the time frame in being the month of October or just out of it. And the overall outcome from the immediate future. Let's have a look at what your personal situation says, Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising for your love life. So for some of you guys, in the month of October, you might just start relationships because we've got a Page of Wands showing up here. And when you get a Page of Wands in terms of a relationship, it can mean the start of a new adventure in terms of love. So it can mean a new relationship that comes in for you. It's exciting. It's filled with lots of fun. Sometimes with this card you can get the sense that maybe you share a real connection with a particular person. So for some of you guys it might be that a new, very adventurous, exciting, fiery, lustful relationship potentially starts. Remember the pages, let me start again. Remember the pages mean to start up. They're the start of things. So sometimes when you get something like a Page of Pentacles, it can be the start of a physical attraction. Sometimes when you get the Page of Pentacles, it can mean the start of a new business, that type of thing. Page of Cups can mean the start of a new relationship or starting to fall in love, or the start of new creative ideas around love, that type of thing. Start of an infatuation. Page of Swords can mean the start of communication or information, finding information. It can mean a student, somebody who's young, going off to university, that type of thing. Page of Wands, pages starts, wands are creativity or lust or fun or excitement. So it can mean the start of an exciting adventure in terms of love coming in for some of you guys in the month of October. With the world, could be everything that you dream of. It can also be a card that says, you can't get any better than this. It can be a card that says that this person is the world to you. There's nothing better. There's nothing that can be beaten. However, you've got to be careful with the world card. I feel that because we've got a page and then the world, it's almost like it just reminds me of something that might be short term. Because we go from a page, the start, to the end. The world means the end. The world means limitations. It means the ending of a journey. So I almost get the feeling in October that it might be a very short-lived relationship potentially that might come in, just for the way that I do tarot, just looking at how we have a card here, a page. Pages, aces are usually the number ones within the tarot, so they're the start, but pages are very, very similar to aces in that even though the page is the child and it's the birth, you could get a Page of Cups, for example, with an Empress, could indicate birth, baby growing, that type of thing, having a child. The aces are the seeds, and I guess when you look at seeds, it's what's starting up. The page is the birth of something, if that makes any sense to you. So if you were to say get the Ace of Cups, it would be the start of love, the seeds of something opening up in terms of falling in love emotion. And then the page would be the birth, kind of the recognition of that emotion, the recognition of that love, because we go from an ace to a page. The ace is the seed, so it's the conception, and the page is actually the birth, so it's the manifestation of something here. So I do see the manifestation of some fun for some of you guys. Fun in terms of, very strong, lustful feelings, lustful attraction. But it kind of, for me, burns out rather quickly because we've got the World card, and the World card comes at the end. It's the Major Arcana card. So for some of you guys, it might even be that you're in a relationship now. For some of you, it might be only if you're feeling the energies. To me, this burns out because we do have the Four of Cups. And when you do tarot, as you know, Gemini, you've got to interpret the cards based on what's around it. Now, the Four of Cups is often a card where something is offered to someone, but it's not enough. That's what I found with this card, or there's dissatisfaction with what's being offered. Because as you can see, there's a cup being offered to a guy, But he's looking at 3 cups. So it's either, you know, I want more, this is not enough, and I want more. Or it could be, this is not good enough for me, so I think I'll just stay with what I've got at the moment, the 3 cups. But for me, because we've got 1 cup that's being rejected and somebody's looking at more than 1 cup, to me, in a way, this card can also mean whatever is being offered is not enough. So for some of you guys, I feel, in the month of October, it could be a relationship. Something that was filled with much adventure, much excitement, much promise. And it's literally, it's not even, you know, there's something that's starting to open up. It's literally something where you're, this can indicate travelling with a partner, and we've got the World there as well. But I feel that because we've got the 4 of Cups, there is a certain discontentment with what is being on offer here. I feel within this relationship. There's something definitely for me that's evolved within a relationship here with the Page, because it's a page. It is literally, to me, pages represent manifestation, because they come from the Ace. Even though we've got the Ace as number 1 and we have to go far down the line with the tarot to get to a page, to me, because the Ace is the conception, the seed, and then the Page is the birth, the child, the manifestation of the whole. It's still at its early stages as far as I'm concerned, but it has manifested, and it has kind of, there is an evolvement for me from that Ace. If I were to look at it kind of in terms of, I'm just thinking about the birthing process, how we, the Ace represents where the child has been, there's a conception of a child within a woman. And then the Page, you get that for children, don't you? So it's literally the manifestation, the birth, the baby. So the Page is the baby, the Ace is the seed. So the Ace comes before the Page. So for me, the Page is the evolvement from the seed. So I feel that this is even, but it's still young. So to me, a Page of Wands would probably represent for me a young, fun-filled relationship. But it seems to burn out because we've got the World and then the 4 of Cups as far as I'm concerned as a reader. I feel it's burnt out because somebody doesn't want something here, it's not enough. So I feel for some of you guys in the month of October, it might be, especially if you're single, there's a relationship that comes in very fast, but it seems to burn out just as quickly because we go from a Page up to the World. So I feel that the relationship here, it's new, it's fun, but there seems to be limitations, because the World can also mean to be limited, and understanding the limitations there. It seems to, the World is the ceiling because it's the last card of the Major Arcana, so you can't get much more than that. And I feel it's almost like this Page cannot get much more than this World. It can't go much further, even though the World is a vast place. If we're talking in terms of how far something can go in terms of a relationship, and many readers would see the World as being on top of the world, you can't get any better than this, then why do we get the 4 of Cups? You know, because to me, we do have the Ace of Cups here and the Page. So the last card here is what we see is the Ace of Cups being offered. Okay, so the Wands are not cups, they're more about excitement, lustful feelings, sexual passion. The Cups are more emotionally centered. So I feel that this is a relationship here. A young, exciting, sexually vibrant relationship. But there are limitations perhaps for some of you guys in the month of October around this relationship, because one or the other doesn't want the manifestation of love. So it's almost like, I just want fun. For some of you guys, it will be a relationship where one or other of you just wants to have fun. They don't want to have anything much deeper than fun. So we know that emotions within a relationship, Gemini, what you'll usually get is you start out on a relationship just having fun with a particular person, and then it gradually develops into something. It gradually develops into love. Okay, so but somebody doesn't want the development of love here. They're denying it. They're, you know, because it's not enough. It's not enough for them. Maybe they've already got somebody that they're in love with. Maybe they've already got a union. 3 of Cups they're staring at here, and 3 of Cups can sometimes mean a union. Happiness in a relationship. So maybe for some of you guys, it could even be a 3-way relationship, a love triangle, where there is lots of excitement and passion. It's young, it's vibrant, it's bouncy, it feels good. But there's a limitation here because somebody doesn't want to develop this relationship into love. How do you think and feel around this situation? The Hanged Man. So mentally and emotionally, let's do this 2 ways, okay? We're going to do it the first way, that I'm speaking, and then we'll do it for singles first, and then we'll look at couples, okay? We'll try and do it in 2 ways. If you're single, or if you're in a relationship and it's new, and I feel for some of you guys in the month of October, you know, I'm not just talking about things that absolutely happen in October. I'm talking about things that might be going on right now and what the energies might be around it in October. So for some of you guys in the month of October, we're seeing a young relationship here with that Page of Wands. It's young, it's sexy, it's vibrant, it's filled with lots of fun and excitement and all of that great stuff. You might do many things together with this Page of Wands. Page of Wands often indicates adventure, so travel, that type of thing. You also might get involved too quickly with someone because it goes up to the world. So it's almost like, I just get a feeling, when I do tarot, I go with the energy of the cards as well. And it's almost like it's a roller coaster with that Page of Wands from the world, where something is just going so fast, it leads to the world. It's like you can't get many more than that. It's almost like it hits a ceiling very fast for some of you guys. And then with the Four of Cups, I feel that there is a boredom factor here. So for some of you guys, it might be a very fleeting relationship in the month of October. If you're in a relationship that you can recognise through these cards here in your personal situation, Gemini, it might be that there is a relationship that has boundaries and limitations with that World card, because somebody doesn't want to develop love, or they don't want to accept this relationship on any other level than just having a bit of fun. I feel that mental and emotional, the Hanged Man. Now, the Hanged Man usually means being stuck, but it can also mean I'm decided to look at things, turn them on their head and look at it from another way. I'm adjusting my viewpoint on this relationship. So I feel whatever the case is, mentally and emotionally with that Hanged Man, it almost suggests to me a sense of, you know what, I feel that my hands are tied with this relationship. Maybe for some of you guys, you want more from a relationship. Okay, so it could be, I want more that's offered though, because though we're having fun, there are limitations with the World card on this relationship. And I actually just want more than what's being offered. Or it could be, we're having fun, but there are limitations because this person does not want to open up emotionally. They just kind of want to have the good sex, the good fun, the good this, the good that, but they don't really want to drive this relationship in an emotional way. And therefore, mentally and emotionally, I feel with the Hanged Man, it could be the case, well, I feel a bit stuck. Mentally and emotionally, where can we go with this relationship? Okay, because we've got the Nine of Cups here, and you feel good around something here. And I feel what you feel good around, Gemini, is the idea of leaving this relationship behind. So it could be with the Hanged Man, well, if this relationship is pure fun and we're having lots of excitement, but it has its limitations with the world, or it's burning out fast, and I'm bored, or this person doesn't want to develop the relationship, then therefore what I'm doing mentally is I'm looking at this from another place. And that my happiness, I feel really good with the Nine of Cups, with deciding to walk away or leave this very kind of unequal or unbalanced relationship behind. Your hopes and desires will be the Eight of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Three of Cups. So it could be in your hopes and desires. We've got the Eight of Swords here, and the Eight of Swords is about frustration, but it's also about feeling a sense of being hemmed in. You can often look at this and it sort of attributes to the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is number 12 within the tarot, and this is a number 8. I don't think we can break this down into a number 8, but it doesn't really matter, because what this says to me is that you're hoping to kind of remove yourself from a limiting situation, because the Eight of Swords is about limitations, and limitations that are placed on us mentally and also physically. So you might be your hopes and desires probably are to release yourself from a limiting situation, in which maybe your hope is to meet a King of Wands or meet someone. King of Wands here, maybe through the Three of Cups, going out, socialising, that type of thing. So I feel that it's almost for some of you guys, if you've been involved in a relationship that hasn't developed, I feel in the month of October your desires will be to release yourself from a limiting situation with the Eight of Swords. Perhaps you're desiring of a King of Wands type of individual, somebody who's very confident, somebody who's a go-getter, somebody who's very inspirational, aspirational, and maybe you're hoping that you'll meet them when you're out. Three of Cups is often where you go out and you have a good time and you party and it's a social gathering. It can also mean that you are hoping to release yourself from this particular limiting situation, in which you'll meet a particular person, a King of Wands, and you'll be able to make some form of emotional connection through that Three of Cups, because the Two of Cups is not just about emotional connection. We look at the Three of Cups, and this is definitely a connective card as well. Your expectations, Gemini, might be, especially if you're in a relationship that's not really going anywhere, or if it's new and it seems to hit a wall very quickly. Well, your expectations are for this man. We've got the Six of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So your expectations are, maybe we've got this, because nobody would expect a Seven of Swords, because the Seven of Swords, usually this card can be talking about deceptive energy, but it's not all the time at all. Really, this card stands for putting a lot of legwork in, a lot of effort, a lot of mental agility, being clever, thinking outside the box to overcome a problem. So this card is about finding a solution and also having a game plan, okay? So maybe you're expecting, well, if I'm clever enough, maybe I'll meet a man or a woman. Sorry, men and women watch my videos. Maybe I'll meet somebody who is of high standing, a faithful person, a person who can, you know, really look after me, or I can look after them. Somebody who's going to be really loyal and faithful, because that's what the King of Pentacles is. Very, very loyal and faithful individual who can help me overcome obstacles. Or it could be, maybe I'm expecting that if I put enough effort in and a lot of hard work into myself, maybe my appearance, maybe the things that I do, how I come across, because the Seven of Swords, the swords represent ideas and thoughts and the way that we communicate. So maybe if I'm clever enough, I'll meet someone who's very well-to-do, very confident. It could be that I'm expecting that if I work hard enough, if I put enough effort in with this Seven of Swords, maybe I'll meet a man that I'll make a great impression on with that Seven of Wands, because the Six of Wands also means to make a great impression. You can see how this person holds themselves. Very upright. They're very confident. And this can be a male or a female on the card. So I feel that your expectations is that if you make a great impression, put your best foot forward, which is what the King of Pentacles likes. King of Pentacles doesn't like just going for any old person. He or she always takes their time to find the right person for them, because they're very much caught up in earthly matters. So he likes the best cars, the best cigars, the best women, the best men, the best clothing, the best job. The best of everything is the King of Pentacles. And I feel that with this Seven of Swords, your expectations are that you're going to need to kind of ramp up who you are, if that makes any sense. And for me, with that Six of Wands, I feel that it's something that you do here with the Seven of Swords will lead you to victory in maybe finding this type of individual, the King of Pentacles. That's if you don't know him already, him or her already. Hidden factors show us the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Judgment card. So, in the hidden factors, it could be that you're going to receive a call, something you don't know about yet. Now, Judgment means sometimes resurrection from the past. So it could mean receiving a call from someone from the past, for example, with the Judgment card when you get this card in hidden factors, or as unexpected. It's an unexpected call from someone that you've known before. They may say, I'm coming to see you. We've got a Six of Swords that indicates travel across water. So it could be receiving an unexpected call, for example, from someone who's been far away and they're coming to see you. Maybe you'll go out. Maybe they'll be inviting you to go out. Nine of Pentacles, unexpected, could be somebody who wants to give you a gift or somebody who wants to take you to an expensive restaurant. Nine of Pentacles often stands for nice environments where you go and eat, nice music playing, very classy people, that type of thing. So for some of you guys, it might be that what you're not seeing right now is you're going to receive a call or some form of communication from someone that you haven't spoken to in a long while. They might invite you out. They might be coming from afar to see you. They might invite you out to do something. It could also be in the hidden factors that all of your effort, because we know the Nine of Pentacles means that if you put enough effort into something, if you work hard enough, all of your hard work reaps results. So for some of you guys, it could be all of your hard work will reap results. Six of Swords can mean reaping results will help you to move on. and give you probably a fresh start with the Judgment card. So I feel that if there are situations here that are not kind of befitting of you, Gemini, especially if you're kind of in relationships that aren't really going anywhere, or relationships that seem to kind of burn out really, really quickly. I feel that, you know, if you, and the Nine of Pentacles can also be somebody, a female or a male, who puts a lot of effort into who they are. So it's all about their own self-worth. They build on their own self-worth. Okay, so it could be hidden factors are you go out, for example, the Nine of Pentacles. It looks like it might be travelling somewhere quite far. And with Judgment card, it might be finally the drought is over. You meet someone. Judgment can mean things that happen out of the blue. People that just appear out of the blue, and they seem to kind of release us from a certain way of life, if that makes any sense to you. Let's have a look at what's coming in. The Two of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. And the Chariot. So I feel in the hidden factors, if you're invited out of the blue, you receive a call. Say from a friend, and they say, let's go out to a posh bar, which this Nine of Pentacles can be. And this is a travel card here as well. So for some of you guys, it might be out of the blue, you travel to a posh bar. You know, somebody invites you out, that type of thing. It could be that you have options. You're going to need to, in the immediate future, there are options. You're weighing up your options. Now, Queen of Pentacles can be a male or a female, might be a Capricorn individual. And the Chariot card can mean a Cancerian individual. So it could be that you go out and you have a choice between a couple of people that you like. Capricorn or Cancerian individual, for example. Because we know the Chariot represents a Cancer individual, and Queen of Pentacles is usually a Capricorn within the tarot. So it could be that you go out as a single person and you're not expecting to meet anyone. It looks like in the hidden factors, not what you're not seeing is that you're going to probably be invited to some form of social thing. Just because the Nine of Pentacles shows a woman on her own, it doesn't always mean that. Sometimes it means you go to a really nice place. Could be across water, for example, so a canal boat place, that type of thing. Maybe a restaurant on the canal, whatever it is. But the Judgment card is receiving the call. So a call comes to you that you're not expecting. It doesn't have to be from an admirer. It can be from a friend. And you go out, and there you have choices. There are two people that might be interested in you. Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot. Capricorn individual, Cancerian individual. And what's in the outcome? Ten of Cups. Three of Wands. And the Five of Swords. So for some of you guys, it could be, you know what? I've gone out and I've had a really good time in the overall outcome. Ten of Cups is having a good time. It's feeling kind of replenished, refreshed. It's very much about a social environment. So sometimes, yeah, it means I feel emotionally satisfied, or I just feel really good about myself. So for some of you guys in the overall, it could be that you have a really good time with the Ten of Cups, sorry. But Three of Wands would say, I'm still waiting for my ships to come in, because I don't really feel on the same page as these individuals. Okay? We'll go through this reading again for you guys who are in kind of relationships, or you meet people kind of, you're in and out of relationships, or you're meeting different people and it's just not working out. You know, Page of Wands, I feel that this is kind of the manifestation of a relationship here, something that's quite fun. But with the world here, to me, it just seems like it burns out rather quickly. Or there are limitations for some of you guys, maybe on a very fun relationship, that somebody doesn't want to open up emotionally wise. Maybe they feel that it's not enough. Maybe you feel it's not enough. It could also be you have a relationship here. There's a lot of fun here. But with the World card, it could be that there are limitations. Maybe because you're bored. So maybe you've just reached the pinnacle. Maybe this is as far as it can go, just the fun aspect, but there's not really anything else. So therefore, mental and emotional, it might be the Hanged Man. Well, I feel that mentally, I just feel this is stagnant. You know, I need some fun. Nine of Cups, so I'm deciding to try and find that fun and leave this behind with the Eight of Cups. Can also be, I'm looking at things from a different perspective here, and my happiness is really dependent on me going out there and finding it if I'm just not getting what I want in this relationship. So your hopes and desires, well, you'd be hoping to release yourself from a limiting situation with the Eight of Swords. It could be by meeting a fun-filled individual, someone that you make an emotional connection with. But what you're really expecting is that if you work hard enough, if maybe the Seven of Swords, he says, I change my ideas around to finding a solution, to finding my perfect mate, my soulmate, whatever you want to call it, then maybe I'll be able to make a big impression, the Six of Wands, on a particular type of individual, the King of Pentacles. The King of Wands, I always look at the kings as being different types of male or females for the purposes of the reading. King of Wands would be very sexually geared up. He'd be very, forward. He'd be very lustful. He'd be filled with testosterone, or, he or she would just be a really kind of fast-moving type of individual. King of Pentacles is far more settled, but also he is very, very self-involved, because he likes everything to be perfect a lot of the time. So it could be that, if I work hard enough on myself, if I change my ideas maybe with the way that I look, do my hair, the way that I speak, maybe I'll be able to make a big impression on someone who is great and better than what I've had before. What you're not seeing is you might receive a call with the Judgment card, so a call out of the blue from a friend. Maybe to travel with the Six of Swords to a place that is really nice, a nice restaurant, a canal boat place, a place on the water I'm getting, or, a place that's just beautiful, lots of lights, lots of very classy people, that type of thing. Whilst you're there, it might be the case in the immediate future that you've got choices. So you've got people that you can kind of decide between, and it could be a Capricorn person or a Cancerian, I feel. But the outcome shows for some of you guys that, whilst you have a really, really good time with the Ten of Cups, that you decide that you're still going to wait for the perfect person to come in, because with the Five of Swords, you're just not really on the same page as these two people here that you've had an interest in while you were out. So that's part of the reading here for October. If you're in a relationship, it might be that you want to be free, because the Page of Wands means I need a new adventure, and I'm going to gear up all of my, I'm going to get all of my confidence together, and all of my bravery and all of my courage together, and I'm just going to seize the day. The Page of Wands is about seizing the day, because he or she is a typically mischievous child, and they're into anything and everything, and they want to explore everything in life. They're not naturally inquisitive enough in terms of logic. They're more about feeling and experiencing. So this card for me, the Page of Wands, is about wanting a new experience. So for some of you guys, if you are in a very long-term relationship, it could be that you will just want a very different experience to come in. It could be that you want to travel the world, for example, or you've had enough. There are limitations, and maybe for some of you guys, it might be a case that you are bored, because mentally, the Hanged Man says that maybe this relationship hangs in the balance. Maybe there isn't much, maybe there isn't much more to go. Or it could be that maybe you've had a change of heart or a change of perspective with that Hanged Man on this relationship, which is why you can see the limitations of it. And therefore, you want happiness. Mentally and emotionally, you're feeling happy, perhaps about walking away with that Eight of Cups, which you can probably attribute to that Page of Wands card there. Your hopes, again, will be to maybe that somebody will come in and release you from this restrictive energy, or maybe you need, to be released from this restrictive energy via other people and other places. The King of Wands doesn't have to just mean a person that comes in your hopes. It can mean that you have the bravery to take that action forward. So I feel that your hopes are that, maybe my actions with the King of Wands will lead to lifting the restrictions on me that I feel in this relationship, and there'll be a successful outcome with the Three of Cups. Your expectations will be perhaps to, again, meet a particular person. King of Pentacles. Maybe the King of Pentacles is a particular person for some of you guys that you're looking to meet. Somebody who's very well-to-do, somebody who is very well-liked, somebody who, is handsome, good-looking, beautiful, whatever you want to call it, someone who is really of high standing. I feel that you are hoping, your expectations will be, again, with effort put in, certain changes made, that you will achieve some form of victory in this area with this particular type of individual. I feel that your hidden aspects, again, are saying that you will receive some form of a call, Judgment card. Again, to travel to perhaps a nice place here. And it's the same thing, really. What it's saying is that I feel in your immediate future, you'll meet a couple of prospects, Queen of Pentacles, Chariot, Capricorn, Cancerian. For some of you guys, it might be that coming in, it might be that you go out to a really nice place, but it might be, or you might be invited out to go out to a nice place, but it might be with the Two of Pentacles that you're weighing up, do I stay at home? Queen of Pentacles is your typical stay-at-home mom. Okay, she enjoys her family, her friends, her children, that type of thing. So it might be that you're weighing up, do I stay at home or do I go out? In the end, it might be, I decide to stay at home. Because with the Three of Wands, it might be, well, there are still things that I'm waiting to come in for me, but I don't feel that this is the right place to achieve that. So therefore, you know, I just don't feel that I'm on the right page. But it doesn't sound right to me, that doesn't. Because if you are wanting to adventure and seek new things out of a relationship, for some of you guys, if you've been in one for so long, it can only really be that fear is holding you back if you didn't take the opportunities that come to you in the month of October. Okay, so I do feel that you do take the opportunity. I feel it's virtually the same for singles and couples in this reading. Okay, I feel overall for the both of you, singles and couples. And I feel that, you know, this is one of the key cards that let me know. When I get a Four of Cups, I always know that there is a sense of boredom or non-interest, or this is not enough energy. So this is why I say that I feel that if you're in a single or a couple relationship, or if you're just starting out in a relationship, and I just feel that if you're starting out with someone, it just burns out rather quickly because there's a sense of boredom here, I feel. There's limitations. And I feel if you're in a couple, it's a relationship where you have decided that you want a new adventure because things have kind of reached that mark with the World card, and there is a sense of I don't really want this anymore. I can think of greater things or bigger things that I could be doing with that Three of Cups. Three of Cups to me is bigger than the Ace, obviously, just in terms of numerics. It's here that some of you guys have adjusted your way, the way that you're thinking of a relationship, and you're happier just walking away. That's single or couple. You want freedom from restrictions, limitations. And it's either going to be I need to, you know, gain the courage to release myself from this experience here, or maybe you're hoping that somebody's going to come in who you'll make a real connection with on an emotional level. That will release you from this energy. Single or couple, your expectations are, I feel, to meet somebody of high standing, somebody who's faithful, loyal, but also somebody who's incredibly successful, that type of thing. It might be that you want to put your best foot forward because the Seven of Swords is always about being clever and being intelligent of how you're going to kind of maneuver your way around a relationship or around a situation. So I feel that you're going to need to kind of be one step ahead of the rest if you're going to achieve the Six of Wands, this type of individual here. But what you don't know, single or couple, I feel that there is some unexpected news that comes to you. Maybe from a person that you haven't heard from in a long time. It could be an old friend. You're going to probably travel to see them. They'll travel to see you, I believe. And then I feel that you'll go somewhere. Go somewhere really nice. Somewhere where there's lots of classy people. Nine of Pentacles. You will have options that come in. Could be a Capricorn or a Cancerian. For some of you guys who have been in long-standing relationships and you are wanting a new sense of adventure, it might be that you're struggling with whether to stay at home, especially if you've got the kids, or whether to go out. I do feel that the ending is most crucial though. Whether you're single or couple, I feel that you'll have a good time, but you'll still be waiting for your ships to come in because perhaps the people that you meet, they're just not on the same page as you with that Five of Swords. Okay, that is your love reading, Gemini, for the month of October 2016. I would like to say thank you very, very much for using Carol's Universe. You've already got your general reading there. So thank you for your time, and I will speak to you guys soon. Take care.